My dad just shoved a piece of bread in my mouth.
Good, you need to be eating something. We still need serotonin, right? On our day. I have accumulated enough points to get a free sandwich today. Good morning. It's my birthday. So I was just gonna bring you guys along for a very low-key birthday weekend. I also got keys to my new place. So this is just a really hectic time. What you will not see in this vlog is a book haul, book shopping. Even though I deserve it, but right now because of like moving and everything is in boxes and it's just like, why am I bringing more stuff that I have to take over to the new place? I am moving about a third of my stuff because it is, and when I say me, like mom, friends, siblings, those things. About a third of my stuff because it's smaller in bags and I don't think the moving truck can actually, pack those up. So that is what I have been doing since yesterday. And I think I'm gonna do 1 or 2 like loads today. I do not have creamer at the moment, so that's no homemade coffee. So we're gonna scoot on over to Scooters and get me something to eat. Or we could do a twofer. We can go to Scooters for a sandwich and then I can go get my birthday drink from 7 Brew. I think that's gonna be a vibe because I don't like Scooters coffee. I know, high maintenance. So I think that's what we're going to do for the moment. I was gonna try and do some hot yoga, but the class that I really wanna do was at 7 a.m. I woke up at 7:05. Wasn't gonna do that. So I'm gonna try and look at the schedule for tomorrow and see if there's a class time in the morning that I can actually make without having to set an alarm. So that's the move. So right now we're gonna go grab us something to put in our tum-tum. And then I'm going to loosely pack a few things. I am going to do a little bit of downtime. I bought The Killer Isn't Alice. It's like a active mystery book, if you will. You sit there, turn your brain off, you read the prompts, and then you cross out names. Like that's it. But I've been told that you want to do it in like highlighters or pens that you can erase because there is room for error, or you want to be able to still like see the name. So I think I probably packed up most of my highlighters and things. So we will see. I might just, veg out a little bit. I am currently watching Safe Home. I think that's what it's called on Hulu. It's like a mini series filmed in Australia. And I really like the black actress, Aisha D, I think is her name, Aisha D. I really, really like her. So that is currently what I'm also watching. What I am reading is Sag Harbor by Colson Whitehead as a part of the Her Kid prompt. And it is definitely not anything that I was expecting. That is all I can say. It is unapologetically black, and we're in these minds of junior, so somewhere in high school. I would probably say like junior, senior, because they have driver's license. But it is not, I would say it's chaotic because like, I don't want to be in the mind of a 15, 16-year-old boy. But they're having a great time on the beach, as they should in the summer with their friends. So that is very much what the vibe is for that book. But I am enjoying it. So those are the things. Oh, and I did not get a chance to get to the pool yesterday. So I am absolutely gonna go dip my toe today. Yes. Thank you. They're so fun. My mom came with me once to Seven Brew, and she was like, "Why are they so chipper?" I said, "Mom, why are you so angry?" My goodness. Let me get out of their funky little parking lot, and then I will do a tester. Now, Seven Brew, Seven Brew is one of those super customizable drink things, and so you really have to figure out what you like and then go from there. So I have finally cracked the code on a drink that I am loving at the moment. It is a iced blondie with caramel, and it's like caramel drizzle and then like a caramel something, because their coffees are also more sugary. So I do put an extra shot of espresso in here, but I do like the taste of the caramel. So that is my drink of choice. Yeah, it's like a gorgeous iced caramel. Yup. Yes, great choice. Now let's go get us a sandwich from Scooters. I might also have a free sandwich. I have to look at that. Download your apps so you can get your birthday goodies too. My friends and family give me so much crap about having so many food apps on my phone, but you're either gonna get rewards or you're gonna get a free birthday goodie of some sort. And here's the thing. Birthday meals at restaurants don't exist anymore. So, you gotta get that birthday goodie where you can. What the kids say? Well, no, I don't think the kids say it anymore because it's not cool. But get in where you fit in. I fit in wherever there's a free birthday goodie. So I just looked, and for Scooters for your birthday, you get 200 extra points. So I have accumulated enough points to get a free sandwich today. They are so quick. I got the everything bagel sandwich, and it is fresh, piping hot. We're gonna head back home. Probably, I think I have one more episode of Safe Home. Yes. And that's like a full 45 or an hour. So I will do that. The dogs have eaten. It's almost 9 o'clock. So yeah, it's still early. We are low-key, Delinda, we are not setting time limits for anything. We are just doing because it's our birthday and we can. But for light schedule purposes, yeah, I'm gonna eat, do a little bit, maybe around 12 we will go and do a few runs. I do have a couple errands that I need to make. I need to make a few key copies. I need to do that. I need to fill out the walkthrough sheet, when you first move into like a new apartment, condo, whatever, something with a management, you have to do your like walk-in walkthrough. So I have to do that. I think that's really all that I have to do today. So yeah. And you know what? I did think about it, and I was like, just because I am moving, and I should probably be saving my coins because I already have, I'm excited. I have 2 project things that my bestie is going to help me put together. And that one will definitely be a vlog because I am excited. We are elevating in this season. So yeah, I have to, have funds for those things. So I think I will do a small library haul. We still need serotonin, right, on our day. And I think that is what I'm going to end up doing later. I will go to the library, browse, pick up some books. Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm going to do because the library is free. that was nice. She remembered to call her dear old mother on her birthday. So, got my sandwich and my coffee. And then I've got The Killer Isn't Alice. You'll see this in a book haul at some point, but I wanted to just do something that I don't, you know, have to turn my brain on for. The dog. Say hi, Pooh. You say hi? So before the episode actually starts, let's look at what our first clue is. So it says 22-year-old Alice Starling is missing. In her apartment, the police find 3 things: a dead body, a cryptic note, and a binder of names. What they don't know is that Alice entrusted you with a list of 18 clues that will reveal the killer's identity. She needs you to identify the culprit and prove her innocence. You stare down at the note, shaking, reading the first line over and over.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
And sure, you hope that's true. Instructions. Exactly 1 name in this book satisfies all the clues provided by Alice. By eliminating the innocent names, your mission is to narrow down the possibilities until the only name left is the killer. Any names referenced in Alice's clues must be found exactly as written in the book, so things like abbreviations or alternate spellings are not the same name. If you have any further questions about the rules, answers to any questions, I will get it posted on this person's website. So, it wasn't me. The real killer's name is in this binder. These clues will lead you to the truth. You're my only hope. I hope not, because I'm not good at these. I'm not good at mysteries. I'm not good at thrillers. I am very much like easily sidetracked, so that way everything else is actually going on behind closed doors. So we shall see. Oh, this first one is easy. So the first clue is the killer's name is longer than 3 letters. Easy peasy. So, and they are in like chapters, which is nice. Let's see. So I'll just do, and I'm not gonna go crazy. I guess, how many chapters are there? Oh my gosh, there's 26 chapters. Oh my god. Okay. The killer's name is longer than 3 letters. So we will, and I found a highlighter. We're gonna mark off names that are 2 and 3 letters. So I have finished, well, not finished. This is going to be a very slow moving situation. I think there's a Facebook group, and some people have said it takes them weeks. Some people said it takes them months. Again, this is a very like slow, if I just need a moment to turn my brain off and do something easy, I'm going to pick this up. So I did chapter 5 up to chapter 5, and I've highlighted just, you know, I'm not going to show you guys every step because I'm sure some of you are going to want to do this, but I've started and I think it's a good stopping place. So that way I can keep on keeping on with the rest of the things that I would like to get done. So I did finish Safe Home, and it is a very sad show about domestic violence. The resolution of it was not even satisfying, but it just kind of opened your eyes to, you could know someone who is living this life. So if that is a show that maybe you want to watch, take care while doing so. On to the rest of the things that I need to get done. So I'm about to head out and make copies of the new keys. And then I'm going to also pack up my car, and we're going to drop off a load while I'm out and about. I've got my headphones charged because that's the best way to keep myself going. I am listening still to Sag Harbor. I'm liking it. I know I just said I was enjoying it. I am liking it, but like for movement purposes, I think I'm probably going to, I've been wanting to do another like psychological thriller, and it's been some time since I have picked up a Kiersten Modglin, and that right now is my girl. So I told myself that the Messes, I think that's what it's called, was going to be the next series or books out of books that I was going to pick up by her. Okay, found it. So it is the Messes series, and 4 books. Book 1 is The Cleaner, book 2 is The Healer, book 3 is The Liar, and book 4 is The Prisoner. So I think I'm going to start book 1. What do I know about this? Nothing. Nothing at all. It says his job is to clean up messes. She was his biggest mess. So I think maybe this might have some sort of a romance involved. And I like to go into her books extremely blind. Like I literally pick up her books based off the covers. And then which ones I have heard the most about. So I know nothing about this one. I will do a check-in later and bring you along for the errands. Serious question. Does tea have an expiration date? Okay, so this happened yesterday. It is boiling outside, and I had these intentions on doing so much. Probably not gonna happen. I have finally got the keys, so we're gonna go over and unload everything in the car, and then maybe do a second load. I might hold off the library until tomorrow. So
that way. Bug!
So that way we can go to the pool. So we have made it to our destination. I've unloaded the car and all the fun things, and I think I have an update for The Cleaner. Because it's a psychological thriller and it's book 1, I won't tell too many details, but this one starts off with the cleaner, and the cleaner, you know, is someone who goes in after someone has been unalived, and they come and clean up with all the chemicals and all those things. So this guy, I believe, walks into his apartment building, and he's like, "What's that smell?" And he's like, "That's a body." So then they pull in the detectives and they start with their police work. And we find out very early in the first chapter that the cleaner actually knows who the victim was. So we are getting dual timeline. We're jumping back and forth, or back to the past to like their first meetings and, you know, how they met each other, to current, with like him, I guess, going to tell her family all of the updates and things like that. And then we find out that her family had no idea where she was. They don't know what kind of life she was living. So I am very interested on like when she kind of distanced herself from her family and how their relationship, maybe if that's what it is, grew to how they kind of got here. And that is probably all I'm going to be able to share. I know Kiersten Modglin is going to give us twists at some point, and we are not going to be able to pick up our jaw. But since this is a 4-part book series, I'm interested in how she's going to continue this. I did read the arrangement by her. That's a trilogy, and I thought it was okay. I was able to read them pretty back to back because of just like the cliffhangers at the end of them, and it just kept getting more unhinged. So I do know normally I have to read her books a little bit more spread out because again, it's a very similar formula. You just have different characters, and you just have no idea what's gonna happen. So I do love that aspect of her stories, but with the series, we'll see. And I normally don't binge series because I get burnt out from staying in that same world. So we will see how the characters develop and how the story continues to progress out of the 4 books. So I'm gonna put a few things away and then we're gonna hopefully go for another load. It is boiling outside, so we'll see how long this lasts. Seeing if there's anyone down at the pool. I am done being productive for the day. I did very well, I think. I am gonna sign off for the day and then I will check back in tomorrow when we go to the library. Good morning. It is Sunday. It's gonna be a very slow, very calm, very just do kind of day. I had a fantastic dinner with my bestie last night. We went and got Mexican and told him that her birthday is 4 days after mine. So we always do this funny like, oh, you're 4 days older than me kind of thing. And told him it was our birthday. And then they brought us birthday shots and we got to wear the gorgeous sombreros. Oh, they were so pretty. Like there's like the fake sombreros and then there's the like heavy, like beaded, sequined. Oh, they were absolutely gorgeous. So had a good time. Tequila still does not bode well for me. That's why we are here like this. So the plans for today, there are 2 things that are gonna get done. I have not been to hot yoga in some time. So that is another year around the sun. Let's start the body off nice and refreshed. So I looked at the schedule. Hot yoga is at 12. Library opens at 1 because it's Sunday. And then the kiddo will be heading back here maybe a little bit after that. I think they'll be heading back this way between the 2 and 3 o'clock hour. So we have some time to get a few things done. And then I will probably end today with a library haul. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna enjoy a little bit, not too much. You don't want to put too much before you go to hot yoga. That is not doing that. So yes, those are the plans for today. I may have almost passed away in that hot yoga session. That was hard. I don't know if y'all have done hot yoga before. Let me know in chat. It's been some time. I do enjoy the workout, but it is so hard and it is so hot and humid. But they have a jar of Jolly Ranchers in there, so I grabbed one. Just trying to recover real quick. I'm gonna grab me a smoothie because it's right here at Smoothie King. Put some of those, well, not put some, but I get the muscle builder protein because I'm really bad about the aftercare of my muscles when I do something like that. And then I was gonna try and drop these off because I'm over here by my new place, but in pure Midwest fashion, it's gonna rain for the next 30 minutes. So I'm going to get a smoothie and then we're just gonna go over to the library. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. guys, I saw someone talking about the James Patterson series, and now I kind of wanna, it's the Women's Murder Club, so now I kind of want to read it, but it's very hard to find them because they all have like numbers in the titles. I found 2. I need to find 1. And this whole wall is James Patterson. So I'm gonna have to ask for help. So they did not have it, which makes me sad. So I did put it on hold, and then they'll find it and then give me an email whenever it comes in. So now I'm just over in like the new YA area just to see what books. I have kind of seen this one talking about The Last Best Quest Ever, and what caught me was 16 Days, 6 Unlikely Companions, and 1 Impossible Quest. So this sounds fun. I really don't have an idea of what I want. I'm just kind of browsing, and whatever I see, so maybe we'll pick up. All right, we are back home and showered and cleaned off, and I am absolutely going to be taking a nap after this. So let's see what books I grabbed from the library. I still have not figured out the best way to film out in public. My library, I feel like, is not busy, but there's always someone in every single aisle. So I try to get a little bit of footage without it being like super awkward and cringy. That's okay. So let me see here. I did mention that they did not have that first James Patterson book. I think it was like First to Die. It's somewhere in the library. They will find it, and then they'll send me the email that my hold is available. But this one I do believe is a 2026 release. It is Daughter of the Wind by Nora Carmody. I feel like this is some sort of fantasy. Darkness lurks in the shadows as a betrothed princess wrestles with the dangerous new magic that threatens her bond with her beloved horse and a forbidden love for the enemy sworn to protect her. Yeah. And then I grabbed the 2 books for our next episode. I have Desert Echoes and Exquisite Things by Abdi Nazemian. Excited to get to those. This one is The Small Stuff by Paul Davidson. I love walking down the aisles and finding books that they put on the end caps. And it's like, oh, okay. Because, sometimes who, first of all, is walking through all the aisles of the library, pulling them out to see what it is, not doing that. I typically will find books on the end cap, call me lazy, whatever. But this one looked really cool because of the cover. And from the cover itself, it's giving like all of these characters might have their own small story, right? But it actually says Josh Allen always dreamed of finding his soulmate, only to be told it wasn't ever going to happen. Maggie Mills found who she thought was hers, only for the relationship to end in disaster. Now the 2 are struggling to make their way in the city of angels with zero faith they'll ever find that one true love. Fortunately, the universe has other plans, as Josh and Maggie will soon discover. So this just sounds like a fun time. And then I have Love by the Book by Jessica George. I loved her debut, I believe it was Mame, that came out 2, maybe 3 years ago. Absolutely loved it. So this has been on my docket since it came out. And then I believe I showed you guys this one, The Story of My Anger by Jasmine Mendez. And it's a story written in verse. Powerful novel in verse is a timely story of resistance, a raw reflection of righteous anger in an unjust world, and a reminder that sometimes the only way to be heard is to speak up and take center stage. And we have The Last Best Quest Ever. This one was that 16 Days, 6 Unlikely Companions. and One Impossible Quest. I have not read anything by F.T. Lukens. I believe they write queer romances, so this one will be fun. I don't know if it's truly a fantasy or like set in a different world, or if it's like a urban. I don't know why this would give me urban fantasy. Like maybe they like dress up as cosplay and then they go into the trials. I know. How did we get there, Delinda? I don't know. So yeah, nothing more on that one. And then I have one more here. This was still sitting on like my library's front table for new books or books good for like book clubs, you know? So this is Mothers and Other Strangers by Corey Ann Haydu. This, I came across this one. This is a 2026 release also. And I was like, that sounds like a relatable good time, right? So two estranged childhood best friends reunite as expectant mothers after a mysterious falling out between their own mothers keeps them apart for years. So those are all the books that I got on my library haul this time around. Thank you so much for hanging out with me during my birthday weekend. If you stayed for the whole entire video, thank you so much. Let's leave an emoji of something with this vibe, whether it's a sword, an arrow, maybe a brown or green heart. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if that is your vibe. And I will see you next time. Happy reading.